Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Why is Mr. Chin in your room?
I walked by and I said, hello, how are you,
While he's laying down relaxing, because he's getting ready to get a deep tissue massage,
Okay.
but she wants to just jump in the room.
Team too much over here, too much.
The whole purpose behind law is to right wrong. I want justice to be something that isn't this foreign concept.
Justice knows no boundaries. The truth will be heard. Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Nancy Reedus is suing her former colleague Sharice Adams in the amount of $200. She says the defendant stole one of her clients by promising him sexual favors. Ms. Adams claims she won the plaintiff's client fair and square.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. We've got some disagreement here about how massages are being handled. And you feel, Ms. Reedus, that you are entitled to $200 based on?
The reason we are here today is because we work together at a massage therapy.
How long had you all been working together?
I've been at this massage place for 5 months.
All right. And how long had you been there?
I've been there since 2011.
All right. So she's the new person in town.
She is.
All right. So what is it about Ms. Adams that has you all perplexed,
Well, I have
apoplectic, if you will?
I have a client by the name of Mr. Joseph Chin, who is a regular. He comes in twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, has a 7:30 appointment. Joseph has, in the past, requested certain things that I will not give as a massage therapist, as in sexual favors, but he is one of my regular clients, so I have never turned him down because obviously I'm in this business because it's my job.
Right.
So he, on a Thursday, he came in, he took his shirt off, he laid down, and right before I got to do his deep massage therapy, I had to leave the room to get more candles. When I returned, my client, Joseph, was no longer laying with his shirt off on my table. He was now on her table.
Stop. Why is Mr. Chin in your room?
So I've seen him before, and I walked by and I said hello. I do.
Okay.
I walked by and I said hello, how are you,
While he's laying down relaxing, because he's getting ready to get a deep tissue massage,
Okay.
but she wants to just jump in the room.
Team too much over here, too much.
I walked by
Calm
and
down.
I'm like, how are you, keeping it moving, and he was like, oh, hi, and I said, oh, well, she's great, she's going to do great for you. Well, he was like, well, I actually really wanted you, but you were booked. And I said, yeah, well, I had a cancellation, but you're already with Nancy. He was like, well, please, can I switch rooms? Wanting to please the client, I said, okay, and proceeded to go across the room.
Now, you know you were wrong.
Well, at the end of the day, it's about pleasing the client.
Now, you know you were wrong.
At the end of the day, but I gave her praises. I gave her praises and said she's great.
You know.
Even if I told
You
another...
were
Really?
so wrong, I need another word for wrong.
Okay. I don't think I was wrong. If at the end of the
Think
day...
again. Think again. Because basically what you're saying is, I could care less about you, Miss Reedus. And that's why she's talking so loud.
She talks like that all the time.
Because she feels like you're not listening. And what I have found is you don't have to talk loud to make your point. If anything, the louder you talk, the more you're really saying, I don't feel like I'm being heard, so I'm going to yell. As opposed to just saying, Miss Adams, I really didn't like how that made me feel. I really felt like you should have came to me, woman to woman, and said, this is the situation. Because now I'm feeling like I got to really watch you. And that's unfortunate because we work together. But I don't get the sense that you went to her like that. She didn't.
No.
Okay. How did she come at you?
Why are you taking my client? Why are you doing all of that? That was my client first. Don't do that.
With some profanity added.
Yeah, but I was trying to be polite in his courtroom.
Can I say one thing, Your Honor? You are correct that, that is not appropriate. And I can agree to that. But what happens is this.
You do this in every aspect of your life.
No.
You see how I'm talking to you right now?
Yeah, but you're a professional at this. Okay. I'm learning to get there. But the reason my anger is overtaking...
Your anger is justified.
Thank you. Thank you.
And see, when I said that, you calmed down. So what that's telling me is sometimes you don't feel as though people really hear you. So you have to be loud.
Or when I feel very disrespected.
But you're like that
And
at work all the time.
Well, if she's like that with you, if this is an example of why, I get it.
But no, her clients have complained about her as well. Mr. Chen has said that she's very rude sometimes.
So how about saying, look, we're both we're on the come up. Let's help each other. This is what I heard from some of your clients. I'm not saying it to gossip. I'm saying it to help you.
You're right.
You know what I mean? As opposed to feeding into that. Well, Mr. Chen, I'll hook you up. That's just foul. Because ultimately, you got the monies that she would have otherwise received from Mr. Chen.
Correct.
And you don't feel as though you should have to pay her those monies.
Not if the client wanted to switch. No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, this is where I'm sorry. I have to jump in because
No, you don't.
she's trying.
No, you don't.
I don't have to jump.
No.
She's saying.
No, you
some
don't
things
have
that-
to jump in.
Okay.
You can say, Judge, may I speak?
Judge, may I speak?
No.
Coming up on America's
When you
Court.
hear about a woman that works in the same place is going to talk dirty to you as in
Getting
sexual
louder
favors,
again.
I think I might want to switch too.
You started talking like this. And then as you started talking, you got a little louder. And it got louder and louder and louder and louder.
And later,
That looks like an animal bite.
Wow, that was you. Good morning.
What? Your Honor.
closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Nancy Reedus, who is suing Sharice Adams for lost wages.
This client was a regular of hers, so obviously there was something that she was doing that he liked. Otherwise, he wouldn't have kept coming back.
However, he heard something about me from my other clients that he liked, that he obviously wanted
What
to...
did he hear?
I make my clients feel good when we're in our sessions.
What did you mean by that?
Because I wanted to know if she's going to go further and say what he heard, because what he heard is that she talks dirty to her clients and she also
That's
gives
not true.
sexual favors to her clients.
That's untrue,
So that
Your
is
Honor.
what
Is that an
she's-
issue in the establishment with some of the people?
What, yes, that is what
Some
that's
of the
not
other
true.
people
her
that work with you.
reputation
That's
precedes
not true.
that she is known to talk dirty, and that she has admitted to
Now,
saying
when
certain
you say
things.
she talks dirty, what exactly are you trying to convey?
She talks sexual. She talks things to get her clients aroused that I will
Make my
not do, but I'm very good at giving
Okay.
massage therapy and deep tissues.
As
That's
am
why
I.
Mr. Chen comes
As
to
am
me
I.
every week. But when you hear about a woman that works in the same place is going to talk dirty to you as in
getting
sexual
louder again.
favors, and you might even
She's
get
getting
on lap
louder
dance
again.
while
Do you hear
getting
her
your
voice
massage
escalating?
done, I think I might want to switch too.
I want you to read the room because you started talking like this. And then as you started talking, you got a little louder.
Because
and then
she was
before you
talking.
started talking, and it got louder and louder and louder and louder. But there's something about that anger and that. I mean, it's like, it's not even just, it's rage.
You are right, and I agree. I am very angry because it's just so disrespectful. Like, you mentioned it when you were talking to her, as if she would have came to me, I would not have taken it well, because first of all, he has an appointment. So therefore, you have a 7:30. If someone's trying to make an appointment with me, and I have evidence here that
Show me.
goes how much
Yes.
I charge for my massage therapy.
Let's assume you're absolutely right.
So, if someone-
He's already booked the appointment.
Exactly.
You're already expecting
But
to
at
be
the end of
paid.
the day-
I'm
And-
talking. Right. He made the appointment, so you're expecting to get your percentage of the appointment dollars as a result. I understand. Anything else? Because you're not disputing the fact that you stole a client.
No, I'm not. I mean,
All right. Okay. And should you pay for it?
I don't think I should pay for all of it, no.
Okay. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel's going to come down in favor of the plaintiff, and I'll tell you why. It's not even so much that this is a legal issue, because small claims is also about equity and fairness. So sometimes I have to look at the law, and in most cases I do. And yet in those situations where I just look and say, okay, would the average person feel slighted? Now, the $200 is based on what he would have paid. You're not getting all that $200.
Right.
That's what you're asking her to pay you. You're not going to get that. What normally is your take when someone pays $200?
$125.
Okay. You're going to pay $125.
Okay.
And you're going to be okay. But $125 is your judgment. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $125.
The judge made the right decision by ruling in my favor. I mean, you just cannot take my client and get away with it, period.
I get Judge Ross's point, but at the end of the day, the client's always right.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
He got closer, closer, closer. He bites.
Yeah.
Because now he's in vampire mode.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Tatiana Couture is suing Lucio Allred in the amount of $750.23. While at a costume party, she says the defendant bit her. Mr. Allred claims the plaintiff bit him first, and he took his cue from her.
Got bitten,
Yes, Your Honor.
and now you want to be compensated $750.23.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me about this bite.
Okay, I met this gentleman over here at a costume party a couple
Yes.
of months ago. I was there with my girlfriends having a good time. We were dancing together. First of
You
all,
and the other ladies were dancing.
yes.
Okay.
I'm a professional dancer, so I used to go out and dance just as a training.
All right.
Well, we were there dancing all together, and around midnight, I see these guys coming in, and he was dressing as a vampire.
This guy was dressed as a vampire.
Yes.
All right. So that was a costume that you maybe got a little too carried away with.
That's not what happened, though. So.
That's not what happened.
No.
Okay. What happened?
Okay, well, basically, I showed up at this party with two friends of mine, and I only bring this up because I remember she was twerking some guy, like freaking this guy, and I said, "This
What?
girl is wasted."
Your Honor, he's lying.
Go over there and say hi.
Well, no, that was so. In my mind, I was like, you know
Yes.
what? This
No.
might work.
This might. Did I not say that? This might work.
Right. So yes, I wanted to go say hi. I wanted to go say hi.
You wanted to go say hi to the person that was so inebriated and seemingly a free spirit.
That's a lie.
Exactly.
Obviously.
No, I'm just trying to understand his mindset.
Right.
And when you say this might work, what were you thinking was going to work?
We would, I don't know, get to know each other.
And then.
Oh, yeah, that's how you met people,
and-
right?
No,
Yes, people.
I
Sorry.
got this. Boss Ross knows what he's doing up in here. And then you would get to know her.
And then we could, you know, I don't know, get sensual, whatever.
And then.
Maybe get physical.
Okay. So when you saw this woman, you were like, okay, I see myself having sex with her because she seems like a free spirit. Is that fair enough?
I didn't automatically think sex. I was, you know, definitely
Yeah, you were going there at some point.
moving in that
though, huh?
direction, but
Got
it
it.
wasn't like that was my
The
final
reason that
destination.
becomes important because that establishes a state of mind. Now, were you twerking with your friends?
Not at all.
No. And so while you were at the party, you're dancing with the other women.
Right.
Were the other women drinking?
Yes, they were.
Alcohol was served at the party?
Yes.
All right. Did you have anything to drink?
No, I couldn't because I was driving.
You didn't drink anything, soda, water, nothing
No,
at the
not
party?
for that hour until I saw him because it was really, I stayed there for an hour and a half, Your Honor.
Yes.
Because as soon as the situation happened, I left. So I didn't stay at the party
How
until
did
the
the two
end.
of you come together?
So the situation was I was dancing with my girls. He started dancing around in my circle of friends, and it was okay. We do that as a dancer community, and that's
and
how
he's
we
sort
grow
of
up.
moving his way towards you.
Yeah, so we were having,
You doing all
we were
that?
having this
Right?
situation.
I know. So much for Dancing with the Stars. Huh? Okay.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
He got closer, closer, closer. He bites.
Yeah.
Because now he's in vampire mode.
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Tatiana Couture, who is suing Lucio Allred for lost wages.
So at some point when you looked in his direction, there was eye contact.
All right, yes.
The eyes are the windows
Of the soul.
of the soul. And her eyes were inviting.
Absolutely.
And you got close to her, and then,
Okay, so the slower song came on,
and then.
and she turns to me, and she says, "This is my favorite song," and she puts her arms over my neck, and she's all like, and she's kind of like burying her face into my neck.
All right.
Oh my God.
Is that true?
No, Your Honor.
Did the
it's not
slow
true.
song come on at some point?
No, the slow song came on. It was a Miguel song. Let my love adorn you.
Stop.
I don't know if you haven't heard that.
Then what he's saying is true.
That there was a slow
Because
song,
you
yes.
said, no, that didn't happen. But not only did you know the song, but just in how you responded just now, it's a song you like. So that, again, was conveyed to him. Because your eyes are saying, come closer. A slow song comes on, which is what he said. It was a song that you know and you like, as you were like, that's the song by Miguel. And then
But that's not the way that I approach him
I
at all.
understand that.
And then we start dancing, and like I said, she was burying her face into my neck, and she starts like caressing my neck with her lips.
Not at all.
And that turned into nibbling.
What?
And then she was like play biting. So she with teeth, right? So
Yeah, of course.
So at that point, I'm like, okay, this is super on. So like,
As opposed to on. It's not just on. It's
super on. It's super on. So I kind of started doing the same thing, and I kind of brushed her hair away, and I'm like, kind of like my mouth was on her neck, and I'm kind of play biting with her
And
with her
then?
neck, and that was it.
Yeah,
And
right.
Then, okay, and then sort of like I brought my hands down a little lower,
And then?
and I start kind of rotating her hips,
And then?
and then she just goes ballistic, and she slaps me in the face,
Got
like
it.
right there in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Stop.
for no reason, right?
Why did you slap him?
Okay, because he bite my neck so hard that I yelped at the pain. And I have evidence
And
here
that's why
of-
we're here. He got closer, closer, closer. He bites.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I
Because
did
now
not
he's
bite
in
her
vampire
neck
mode.
hard.
Super mode. I was
do you
not
have?
expecting.
You show
I
me.
have the picture of the bite, and
And then... Wait, what am I looking at? Let's take a look at this on the plasma.
this is the bite that he caused.
Wow.
There's no
Yes.
way
Yeah.
I could have done that.
Wow.
That looks like an animal bite.
Well, that was you. Good morning.
What? Your Honor, I'm trying to pick up girls.
No.
I'm a lover,
No.
not a biter.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
He suffered hematoma,
Yes.
contracted from a bite.
Basically, what
2
happened?
days of recovery time. That's
Right.
from your doctor.
The day after, I woke up with a swollen neck, a bruise, and a lot of pain. I had to go to urgent care, and they told me that I had to stay recovered for 2 days. Now, unfortunately, that 2 days I was booked on a gig. I'm a professional
proof of the
dancer.
gig?
Yes, I have the email that I was booked for.
Took a look at your dance reel. We'd like to book you $600, $300 a night.
And I had to pay on top of that $100.
So you had already committed to doing it.
Yes.
I got it. And you couldn't because of the hematoma on your
Yeah,
neck.
I had to stay still. Couldn't move.
that comes out to the $750.23. What is this, email?
The $150 is what I paid for the urgent care.
You said this to him, that little interview with a vampire act caused injury to my neck. You better cough up the cash, otherwise I'm taking you to court. Mr. Allred, you said, whoa, lady, last I recall, you bit me first, and then you slapped the living life out of me seconds later. I don't owe you anything. Your own response establishes your liability. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel comes down in favor of the plaintiff in this case. You will pay her $750.23. Keep your teeth to yourself, sir. We're done.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $750.23.
I'm happy I got my money, and I hope you learned that you cannot go around and biting people.
Today, justice was not served. And I will say it again, I'm a lover, not a biter.
Follow America's Court on Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.